I would like to show you today how not to polish a sword, a Japanese sword, a razor sharp Japanese sword. There are ways to polish it and there are ways not to polish it. When you're taking the sword out of the saya is the sheath, you always hold it so that the sharp edge of the blade is up. The curve is this way. If it was this way, you're going to cut your saya. Just like when you put your sword in a stand, your sword must be always up like this. And there are two ways. One would be to put it this way, in the holder like so, which would be the wrong way. And the other way would be to put it this way, which would be the right way. The handle to the left would be the correct way. Handle to the left, which would make it more difficult to draw. So grabbing the saya, the sageo, this is the sageo, and pull with the zuka, you have the blade. You can put the saya just down beside you, and always with the curve facing outside. You can examine the blade, see how it is. I have my maintenance kit here, a sword cleaning kit, polishing kit. Rice paper, Chico ball, little holder for the oil, a little Chico ball, a little hammer. This is not for testing your reflexes. This is for removing the pin that holds the blade into the suka. I'm not going to remove the blade from this one. With your cleaning cloth, take your cleaning cloth and you give a good wipe to get any dust, dirt, cuttings off of the blade. Always on the edge, never across the top like this. If you go across like this, you'll slice your fingers off. If you think you can polish, well, maybe sitting like this, that would be wrong. Try to get into a really stable position. This is called tatehisa. So this is best. If you go along like this and you start going back and forth and you run it down, your fingers have a tendency to go up on top. So I would have just cut off two of my fingers there, if this was a real sword. So this is a yaito. This is my practice sword. This is a sword that you can make mistakes with and not have to worry about cutting things like your wrist, your arm, or putting the sword through your hand, as one acquaintance of mine happened to manage. This is called bohi. This is a groove that lightens the sword, but also makes the sword give a kind of a whistle. This is the mune, is the back of the sword. Kisage is the tip of the sword, you thrust. Manuchi is from here to here. It's the only part you're going to cut with. That's the part that cuts. I keep this sword in good shape. I use it daily, and this is my go-to sword for practicing Iaido.